Labonte blocks Bobby Hamilton.
Cannot believe the Toyota.
Oh, contact! Bobby Labonte's over. It's the big wreck on the final lap. They're racing back for the win. Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Tony Stewart are side by side. This is for the victory as Jeff Burton gets in the middle of it. At least 10 cars involved in the wreck on the backstretch. Burton and Stewart are side by side. That's all Earnhardt Jr. needs to see. Dale Earnhardt Jr. has won the $1 million bonus here at Talladega.
Easy around this corner because there's a big crash on the back straightaway.
The big crash happened on the final lap. Racing for the win. Bobby Labonte's car upside down. Ricky Craven just climbed from his car. Terry Labonte driving back around. Dave Burns.
Alan, the 18 crew heard a radio transmission from Bobby Labonte that he was okay. We understand now he is out of his car, so they're going to pick up here. They know Bobby's okay.
Yeah, we are looking at him now, Dave. He has climbed from the car. Good news.
And one of those wheels are still spinning. And Ricky Craven climbed from his car and just sat down. There you see him sitting on the ground. Wow.
Ricky Rudd trying to make it around to the finish line. Dale Jarrett hasn't come around. Robert Presley, Ward Burton, Buckshot Jones, Johnny Benson.
And Ricky
the other
Rudd
cars
did
involved.
not make it.
Not gonna make it.
Sterling Marlin was involved. That's his car all torn up, going backwards up the pit lane.
On board with Sterling. There's Robert Presley's car.
Bill Elliott was involved. He's coming backwards up the pit lane. There's Dale Jarrett's car. Never made it to the checkered flag. Ward Burton trying to get to the checkers.
And he's going to make it to the line.
And he'll turn around right here.
What a wild finish. Dale Earnhardt Jr. being saluted by the 160,000 here in Talladega for his victory in the EA Sports 500 presented by Dodge. Let's mention that Jeff Gordon, the championship leader, did get through the wreck. He came to the checkered flag in 7th.
I'm a little surprised the teammates didn't work together there at last lap, BP.
Yeah. Let's go back and take a look at it. White flag was up. We were on the final lap of the race.
You see Bobby Hamilton, the 55 car, trying to get on the outside of Bobby Labonte. Labonte comes back down the hill, and now all of a sudden they're 4 wide. And Hamilton gets in the left rear of Bobby Labonte's car, and we see the car start tumbling down the backstretch.
And there's not a whole lot you can do. When you're behind that, all you see is smoke and cars go sideways. You just try to hold the steering wheel straight and get through it somehow.
Rode the roof the whole way. Never flipped over. Just on the roof, and that's how it rode the whole way down the backstretch. Hard crash for Benson there. Mike Wallace. There's Rusty Wallace in the grass. Ricky Craven.
Yeah. That Bobby Hamilton Jr. there in the 4 car.
Yeah.
One more shot. Once again, Hamilton tries to go on the outside. Bobby Labonte, the 18, goes up to block him. They make a little contact, but everything's okay. Then Hamilton drives to the inside, and here they're going to get 4 wide. There just isn't room coming off that corner for 4 wide. And how Jeff Gordon got through that is amazing. The car behind him, Mike Wallace, crashed.
They got within a half a lap of the checkered flag.
Just listen to this.
Sterling Marlin's fuel.
In front of you. Go low, go low, go low.
He actually got hit, it looks like. He was trying to go straight through it, and somebody got into the back of him and turned him sideways. Oh, man, that was close. That was close.
Buckshot.
Trouble, trouble, trouble.
Trouble in turn 4. We didn't even get there. Johnny Benson, Larry Foy, Jimmy Spencer, David Green, and a couple
Jeremy
of others.
Mayfield is involved.
Yep. Is that Tony Raines?
Yeah, Raines in the white car. First caution's out. Lap 10. Let's see what happens here. Oh, somebody just started to come around, like maybe had a flat tire. Was that Mayfield?
That is the left rear tire. We see the tire rolling down the racetrack. That is Jeremy's car.
That's Jeremy Mayfield. Of course, it sort of started around your car, Jeremy. What happened?
Well, I'm not sure exactly. You know, I think we cut the left rear tire down and just took off. You know, I just went in turn 3 and just left rear dropped out from under me and just took off straight to the wall. And
his spotter, Jimmy Brickhouse, reports to the team they think they may have some slight cosmetic damage with the crash.
Trouble in turn 1.
Oh, car on its roof.
Michael Waltrip. Mark Martin is in it. One of the championship contenders.
Elliott Sadler, the Polson of the 38 car.
Damage.
That's Mark Martin's car right there. I couldn't really tell.
No steering at all.
No steering at all, Mark said, but obviously he is okay.
Sometimes he's just along for the ride. And that's what these guys in the chase especially were
Concerned
What they
about.
were worried about is this right here.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. got part of it.
Hey, flat tires. I got a lot of damage. I hit pretty hard.
Allen. Yeah, championship leader Jimmy Johnson got a piece of that also, Bill. He has called into his crew some right side damage on the car. Crew chief Chad Knaus calling Jimmy in. They're going to change the right side tires, check it over, send him back out to stay on the lead lap and make a game plan for if there's anything else they need to address.
Not too bad though, Alan. He got away with a lot of it there. Let's see if we can see what happens here, BP. You see Mark Martin there, and oh, looks like Elliott Sadler got turned by Jimmy Johnson.
Yeah, looked like he got hit by the 48 car getting down the corner.
And Michael went over twice. Look at the rear end hanging out of Michael Waltrip's car.
The 00 is Mike Skinner.
Okay, watch up front. Watch the 48 car. And it just tags the 30. Just tags him. Just doesn't take a whole lot.
Michael coming here.
Poor Michael, he has no place. He makes contact with Rusty Wallace and Mark Martin.
That's what sent him over.
Yeah, Mark's the one that launched him.
Oh, man, those cars just getting by on the bottom side.
And while we're talking about Jimmy Johnson, both Jimmy Johnson and Kyle Busch had their shocks taken from them in post-race inspection at Dover last week. That's been a very hot topic in the garage this weekend. It does not have a bearing on this race because NASCAR controls the shocks here, but we expect to see a new rule before we race against
trouble!
Multi-car wreck in the front of the field.
Oh, and Scott Riggs on his roof.
Oh, Riggs.
Man, there's been a lot of cars getting on their roof lately.
And I think I said earlier on that The fans loved it in the TV audience, but 43 drivers were not
don't like it.
too happy.
The window net did come down on Scott Rick's car, which is a great sign.
That indicates the driver is okay. Jeff Burton in the 31 car.
See Riggs. 48 has more damage. Scott waving to the crowd. Attaboy, Scotty. From Bahama, North Carolina.
He's okay, Russell. He's
Jeff
okay.
Burton climbing out. The drivers don't like the racing, but they sure do like the safety issues that have been mandated for these cars.
Yeah, the cars have come such a long way, especially with the head and neck restraint, the Hans device, which I've tried out personally.
It was Casey Mears in the 41. He was right about where it started. There's Johnson coming back to pit road.
Well, let's see. There we see the 41 car. Looks like he's going to get bumped from behind by the 12.
Ryan Newman in the 12. Riggs hard into the wall.
And it gets worse.
Yes.
There you see the 41 car, the 12 lines up. We talked about this bump drafting thing. He wasn't lined up straight when he hit the 41 car. The 41 car was just a little bit to his left. You got to give him a straight shot. And this was coming through the tri-oval, which is another problem.
And the 16 car, another Nextel Cup point contender, involved in the crash.
As was Rusty Wallace in the 2. Another look.
See, watch. See how these cars are turning? You can't bump draft somebody when the car is turning.
Once more. There's Biffle in the middle of it. Then he comes down off the wall.
I think would have cleared it, but he kind of got sandwiched.
Had a heck of a view.
Let's
and here
see.
it is.
Right behind Mike Wallace.
Stay in front of you. Stay up, stay up. Easy, back it down as much as you can.
Wow, that's not what you want to see out of your windshield.
Oh my gosh.
I'm okay, I'm okay.
On board, Rusty Wallace.
In front of you.
That's another area of the track that was repaved in recent years.
His brother almost got him.
Rusty got through it though, didn't he?
No, he's got damage on the front of the car.
I think Biffle got him. See right there.
Yeah. And then when he hit the apron here in the grass.
Yep. Yes.
But could have been a lot worse, like I said. That used to be grass down there. It used to be really bad.
Mark Martin went through a fence down there one year, remember?
I do.
Fourth caution period of the day.
I don't know how they got that car on the rollback.
Let's get some update.
Quick splash of fuel. Oh,
Mark Martin.
Yeah.
And that 6 car. Oh, there we go.
Casey Mears, McMurray, and front of a huge pack.
No, that's Jeff Gordon.
Jeff Gordon is in it. Martin Truex Jr. in the 1. Gordon just got hit again.
Oh, man.
You got real hard, buddy. I didn't see it at all. Yeah.
I guess Junior's back there in the middle of that too, wasn't he?
Yes. Denny Hamlin, the 11 car.
Yep.
See Clint Boyer, 07, trying to drive away. Well, we keep talking about the big one. This was it.
Looks like there's Boyer. Oh, that started way up high. Who was that way up high?
Is that Carl in 99?
Looks like it. have to get another look.
That started from way up on the outside of the wall.
Looked like Harvick. Was Harvick right in front of that?
He would get a. It's going to be tough to see from that shot, too.
Now Harvick goes high and just gets tagged by Gordon. Some of these cars have already made it back to pit road.
It looks like it's Carl Edwards. Now, I don't know if Carl got tagged, but he got loose, like he got hit. And he turned to the left. When he turned to the left, he went down the racetrack and hit whoever's to the left of him.
Which is Casey Mears, I believe, in 42.
Watch 99 on the left. Now you're not going to be able to see it from this shot.
3 wide. Inside, 4 wide.
Trouble.
He just had nothing going on, you know, and just to be sitting here and doing nothing for no reason just didn't make any sense to me. But I liked it when we were battling and racing, and that's why when we got in the back, we kept trying to go to the bottom to get to the front.
Oh, trouble on the racetrack, trouble way up high, and we now have the big one here with 44 laps to go. The 5 car involved. McMurray is there. Rudiman is involved.
7 car got it.
A lot of tore up race cars here.
Chase contender Kyle Busch, he's in it. Major damage on the number 5 Chevrolet at his car. Jamie McMurray with the front end knocked out. He's going good. He's window net still up on the car. He's okay. A lot of damage.
15, Paul Menard involved. Another one of the DEI cars. 00, you see getting it righted there. That is David Rudiman. He is involved. There's the 00 of Rudiman at that great qualifying run. Best career start in a Cup car this weekend. Heavily damaged, trying to limp back to pit road.
You just wonder when this was going to start to happen. They're just starting to get a little anxious out there. Laps are winding down. 43 laps to go, and talking about maybe running close to 40 laps on fuel. These guys might come down pit road again now, another splash of gas, and try to make it on fuel.
Let's show you what happened. Watch the 43 car. Watch the 12 in front of the 43 of Bobby Labonte.
Looks like Bobby Labonte just lost the car up against the wall.
Yeah, Bobby really didn't have anybody around him. It looks like they just maybe a possibility a right front tire went down, or the car just got flat out from underneath him and got loose. It just took off.
As much grip as these cars have, and as good as they handle, I can't believe that you just actually lose the car like that without having some kind of a problem.
Car just abruptly turned left. It came all the way down and got Kyle Busch. That chain reaction then gets Robbie Gordon and then several others.
And Matt Kenseth's got a big piece of that. Got his car tore up, got the right front corner damage on Matt Kenseth's car from this last accident. So we got 2 chase contenders tore up right now because of this latest incident.
Car Bobby just turned around on him. I don't really get why that happened like that.
Got our Hanes on now. Napa Auto Parts. Napa, get the good stuff. And Subway Restaurants. Subway, eat fresh.
Walking back here to see if Edwards got through.
And the big one has happened at Talladega. Carnage all over the front straightaway here at the exit of pit road. Cars that have just been ripped apart. Martin Truex.
Blue on the 83, guys. Right front tire on the 83. Saw the rest of it.
The front of his car, number 1, is gone. There's the 83 car of Brian Vickers. They were 3 wide, back for about 30 spots. No room for anywhere to go.
We heard him say there that the right front tire might have blown on the 83 to create all of this situation. Just as they got to the tri-oval,
it's definitely flat. The car's going everywhere. We couldn't hardly keep up with where they were going.
David Gilliland, who had already gone to a backup car after being involved in that shunt on Friday afternoon with Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s right rear tire. Martin Truex had such a good car.
They're putting the red flag out now to stop because there's so much debris down here.
They will bring the cars around and stop them at the entrance of pit road, and good to see the drivers able to climb out. Dale Earnhardt Jr., by the way, is the leader. He had taken the lead just a moment ago before this happened. There's Brian Vickers.
These cars were all running so tight and so close to each other that, you know, they had to be touching each other. Maybe that's what happened with the right front tire on this 83. But, man, you just knew something was going to happen as close as these guys were running.
Here we go. You can see Vickers right there in the middle. He's up towards the front of the pack because Dale Jr. is the leader of the race.
Oh,
right there.
Man.
Yeah, tire blows.
Well, he just gets misses the 31. 9 cars involved into the 38.
Look at Bobby Labonte. He's fishing his way through that. I'm telling you, he missed 2 or 3 guys by inches. Then you see Martin Truex had a hard lick on that inside wall.
How did the 31 not get hit here? Watch the car come across right to Burton, right there.
Oh, that was
goodness.
Close. Well, didn't we say in the top of this you had to be lucky? So that's one of those times it was lucky. You see Terry Labonte spinning down through there in the 45 car.
70 of Tony Raines involved.
Come on, buddy. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. There we go. Caution's out. Nice job. Fluid tire.
So these guys are just riding along in their draft.
Yeah. Well, Martin Truex, just a victim.
Yeah, he had a great car. He'd pushed Junior to the front here.
Harvick's view looking across from the 29 car.
And you see Jeff Burton right there. He's on the bumper of Brian Vickers, but he's able to sneak by Rule right there.
That is the Allstate Good Hands move of the race. The 31 car of Jeff Burton and the 29 of Kevin Harvick. 2 of the Richard Childress cars somehow making a move to be able to get by. Watch it again from the front angle.
When all of this happens, you're just sitting there trying to drive straight through and hoping that somebody doesn't come across, just like you see right there, and collect you in it. And it's just a matter of if it's your day and you were lucky to make it through when it happens that close to the front. Junior, we're going to want to stay down that bottom. You get down that bottom and you're trapped there.
That was a close call right there.
Woo.
Oh, got trouble up front.
Biffle right in front of Junior.
Carl
Kenseth is in it.
Oh, and turns Quapple into the outside wall.
And
Kevin, a lot of chasers involved in this one.
Oh,
17.
When you get off there, if you can drive it.
This is definitely the big one we were looking for, guys. I was hoping we had not seen, or we had seen it and we wouldn't see this, but
these guys hung back all day, and that's what they get in then.
We don't have any brakes.
we told her, look at Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s car all torn up in the front. We mentioned Talladega could be the turning point in the chase.
this is definitely a turning point for these guys right here. All these chasers involved.
Carl Edwards all day long tried to stay out of trouble. You see Juan Pablo Montoya headed to the garage area. 17 involved.
Your teammate there in the 99 took you guys out.
Biffle's car's destroyed.
Be interesting to see on the replay exactly what did happen.
Travis Quapple, the pole sitter, brand new car. Heavy damage on his car after having such a great run. 22, Dave Blaney. Harvick also damaged. He's sitting on pit road there, right side and left front damage.
Do you need another pen, Doc? I see you writing all these numbers down. Are you out of ink?
I'm running out of ink. Just writing people down in this incident here. Again, Biffle, Edwards, Dale Earnhardt Jr., Kenseth. 29 of Harvick. There's Carl Edwards, who had spent all day trying to stay out of trouble, trying to dodge people on pit road, even pitting a lap late to stay away from contact.
Yeah, that's frustrating to have a car as good as Travis Quapple had today to end like that.
Yeah, and he was almost by it, got clipped in the right rear, and that's what's so frustrating for him.
Let's show you again here. 14 laps to go. And the big one, 2, takes place.
You can see these guys coming on the high side. See Carl Edwards and Greg Biffle up on the high side. making a real run. You see Blaney gets turned a little bit there, but that was okay. That looked like that could be big. But the trouble's going to start right up here in the front whenever looks like maybe the 99 gets into the back of the 16. That's all 3 Roush cars that it takes out right there. And Dale Jr.
Look at Jimmy Johnson just squeezed by this. There's still some wrecking ahead of even of Jimmy Johnson yet.
We talk about bump drafting. It's hard to see from that angle we were right there, but bump drafting in the corners, you have to believe that Biffle got a shot right there. I don't think that the car would just turn sideways. Jimmy Johnson right there in the middle, just behind Kevin Harvick, who was involved in the accident, but Jimmy Johnson's going to slip through. See Jeff Burton down the apron. Let's watch right here.
Still 3, keep pushing. Keep pushing.
Right there, you cannot touch somebody right there on that left rear corner.
You just can't keep hitting them, especially in that corner. You got the wheels turned already, and you just have to lay off right at that point. As much as you're wanting to help move forward.
Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s onboard camera. You see the contact right in front of him there, and he'll have nowhere to go.
1 inside, stay in front of you. Come on, come on, come on. We're in it, guys. Keep digging there. You're clear low when you get around them.
Yeah, that's a hard hit, too.
There you go. Come on, when you get off there, if you can drive it.
See, Junior chose to get up in that outside line. He's
made that charge on the final lap in April. He's up high.
Got a long way to go, and they're coming to the white flag.
Yeah.
Oh, here goes Kurt Busch around.
Oh. Crash behind you. Crash, crash.
Oh, Mark's
upside down. Mark Martin is over on his roof.
Back on his wheel.
Into the wall. Casey Mears, Rudiman is there, Reagan is there, Robbie Gordon, Jeff Gordon.
See Montoya driving through the grass.
And the white flag and the yellow flag are waving.
Martin still driving this car.
Martin coming from his roof, and there's the damaged 2 car sitting on the apron. Jeff Gordon trying to lift back.
Yeah.
Mark Martin trying to get that car to move, and it will not move.
Now it's got some ruptured lines, it looks like.
And Jamie McMurray would be the winner here at Talladega. Now they will have to go back, NASCAR has to go back and look at the video. They do not use scoring loops on the final lap. They go back and look at the actual video. But McMurray at the age of 33 gets his first win in 85 races.
We're going to make it. Be sure to make it back, dude.
That is if he makes it back.
Hey, still got to make it to the finish line. Yeah.
Right now they're showing Casey Kane in second, Logano third, Biffle and Jeff Burton in the top 5.
Looks like he is going to make it to the finish line, Jamie McMurray.
So the first Ford win here in 21 races. The last Ford to win here, Dale Jarrett, in October of 2005. But now it is Jamie McMurray in victory lane as a winner at Talladega.
Now, unofficially, looks like maybe Casey Kane will finish second. Joey Logano around third.
Great job.
Greg Biffle did a great job. Jeff Burton up maybe somewhere around the 5th spot, as NASCAR, as Doc said, will have to go back to the loops and see exactly where everyone was when the caution was displayed.
Mark Martin was hoping to have a top 5. You see the damaged car on the 00, but Mark Martin was hoping to have a top 5. And they've helped him get out of the car. There's the 2 car being worked on. Let's show you again here, coming down for the white flag out of turn 4.
Looks like Keselowski got into the 2 a little too hard, but Jimmy Johnson just in front of that 82 car, you can see, sneaks by there, along with Michael Waltrip. Looks like Keselowski was actually getting a little bit of a shove from behind, too, from Brian Vickers. Kind of a stack up that caused it.
And Mark Martin went completely over on his roof, back over on the wheels, came and hit the outside wall and slid down across the grass. Right now we're showing Mark Martin in 29th position, a lap down.
You know, what a great job by Jamie McMurray all day, though. He played the game right. He just waited until it was time. He had a fast race car. You can see here once again, as Kurt Busch gets turned. Man, it looked like he was going to make something out of a very frustrating day also.
In the mirror here. In the mirror. 09 just wrecked us.
This all happened just behind Jimmy Johnson. Now watch what Mark Martin saw as he was riding here to come take the white flag.
Watch the one coming down.
Oh. Man. Yeah, you can't watch something like that. You could hear him say, watch the one coming down, but no time.
Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s onboard camera here on the final lap.
Say hi, come on.
Goodness gracious life.
You saw Truex's one car just clip the right rear quarter panel of the 5 car. And there is the 26 car, Jamie McMurray. His 3rd career win. What a day for McMurray, the crew, and crew chief Donnie Wingo.
The lucky dog, he will be.
Truex and Logano making a run here.
Yeah, and they're trying to work the. Oh, look out!
That hole blows up quick.
Man, Truex makes a nice save. He got pinched.
White flag.
White flag is out. 2.6 miles to go. Oh, trouble, trouble. The big one on the dinger, on his lid. Side over side, end over end.
Kevin Harvick's going to win this race.
Yeah, that's. The race is official because the white flag was displayed, and Kevin Harvick was in the race lead.
He was at the he was in the lead at the start-finish line, but did he continue to have that?
We're waiting for NASCAR to give us official word. They're looking at the camera results and also the timing lines. And it's good to see A.J. Allmendinger getting out of that damaged 43. Here they come around the track under the caution.
Well, Richard Childress is going to victory lane. Don't know which car is going to be there.
The checkered flag is displayed, and I guess the biggest question in our minds right now is it going to be Clint Boyer or is it Kevin Harvick?
They gave you the checker, didn't they? I don't know yet. It's a checker. They ain't said nothing.
The teams are as confused as everybody else.
Well, it's not necessarily confused. They just don't know because
checking on the video here.
They'll have to determine.
Checking it on the video. One of us wanted.
Either the 33 or the 29 is going to win this, so Richard Childress can be happy.
Right now we show Denny Hamlin in 7th and Jimmy Johnson in 8th. Now that is all unofficial. But if this stands with Harvick winning, the top 3 will be separated by 19 points.
See a lot of cars with damage here. The 83, the 82, and the 2.
We were ahead of them the whole
14
straightaway. I think he just said 33-29. Still not a I don't know what he said.
Still waiting on NASCAR to review all this. They've got loops they go by, then they go by camera angles to kind of decide this.
Well, one of us did.
When the caution flag flies, it puts a timestamp on every camera and all the loops, so they're reviewing all that data.
We had him by just a little bit. Did we win or not? They won't say yet. They're just looking at tape.
The one thing we do know, Richard Childress Racing has its 11th win.
Hell, they do a burnout
at Talladega.
Well, Clint's going to say, okay, I'll go ahead and decide it. And he's pretty sure he won. Kevin said, I'll wait and see.
Kevin put the window net down. He's waiting for the official word just like the rest of us.
I think Clint's trying to help make their decision.
Yeah, I think he's trying to. It's right here in front of the NASCAR people.
Here comes Clint. And the two of them shake hands as best they can with the proximity of the cockpit.
Yeah, I don't know if Kevin Harvick's going to win or going to finish second, but that's an incredible job.
Won yet, Billy?
With a torn-up race car to get himself in that position. And he can thank David Rudiman for helping push him to first or second, whichever it was.
Well, Rudiman all day was helping a lot of people, and he did have a great car. And he will get a big thank you from Kevin Harvick. And what amazes me...
Stop right here and wait.
What amazes me is we talk about
right here.
how we need aerodynamics
right here.
at this track, and then there's Harvick proving us wrong.
Right here, man. We don't know yet. They're doing everything.
We're looking over at the NASCAR officials, and they are still examining the scoring.
Winner.
33.
The official word is, it is the 33 of Clint Boyer. So Boyer will finish first. Kevin Harvick will be second. David Ruderman will be shown in fourth, with Juan Pablo Montoya third, and Joey Logano unofficially in the top 5.
No trouble. Allmendinger turned around. Kyle Busch makes contact. More cars involved. Harvick is in it, one of the championship drivers.
Lock it down there, Andy. Get it rolling here if you can.
McMurray involved. Kyle Busch, Kevin Harvick, second in the championship, starting the day. Front end damage to that 29 car. Watch the top there, the outside, 43 and 9.
Yeah, it was just a big run that they had. They were going extremely fast, but it's just literally the rear wheels start getting picked up, and then that turns you down the racetrack and then the other cars.
It goes back to the thing that the guy behind cannot see. And so Allmendinger was looked like he tried to check up a little bit because there wasn't quite enough room on the outside. And Ambrose just couldn't see that. Yeah, right there.
Yeah, he was probably having to check up just a little bit to keep from running over Joey Logano and Tony Stewart right in front of him. But Marcus Ambrose having no idea, and it just takes a split second of cracking the throttle.
Fast.
So Kyle Busch, fourth in the championship. Kevin Harvick, second in the championship, starting the day. And watch Matt Kenseth in that 17 slide through. Just barely.
And a good thing there was David Reagan gave Matt Kenseth room to do what he needed. He saw it, even though he was the car behind, he was able to get back, give Matt room, and not run over and push Matt into the rest of the pile.
Yeah, that's great reactions for Reagan. You see him just pull right back off the back bumper.
From Kevin Harvick.
Kevin just addicted to this. He just mind his own business.
Spin. We're in it. He's all beat up.
No way for him to avoid that.
Alan, you asked at the beginning of this show why we're not in a wild card race. That's it.
Got some real help coming towards the front here. Michael Waltrip in the 55. Into the picture. Pushed by Casey Mears. Kenseth with Harvick behind him. Oh, there's contact. Stewart into the middle of the pack and over.
Fortune's out.
And a huge wreck to end this race. Matt Kenseth is going to get to the finish line first. Is everybody okay? And one of the championship drivers got through. Which ones didn't? NASCAR will check the video to see who was out in front at the moment of caution. They have just called confirmation that Matt Kenseth is the winner of this race. So many cars involved in the accident. Tony Stewart's car up on its side. Jimmy Johnson's car all torn up. And it's going to take a bit to sort out the actual finish of this one as Stewart climbs from his car. And that's great to see. Bobby Labonte. And the scene. Dale Jr. just refired from the accident scene and came to the finish line. He's picking up Jimmy Johnson, who just climbed from his destroyed race car.
Yeah, Jr. just trying to complete the last lap. He came off pit road, crossed the line, and he saw Jimmy standing there.
We'll be right back.
if that left rear tire doesn't come apart. Yeah. Not going to be good on Jimmy.
Well, he'd be the first to know.
Yeah, I know.
Junior here on last lap. Chaos at Talladega Superspeedway. Matt Kenseth is the beneficiary of all the problems out there.
Well, what a turn of events. First, show you who was in the lead. At the moment the caution came out, there's Stewart with Matt Kenseth. And you see clearly Kenseth out in front as the caution light turns to yellow.
Yeah, it looks like the first three might be Kenseth, Gordon, and Kyle Busch from that point.
Yeah.
But it was
anybody's guess from that point.
When it all started, Michael Waltrip had a huge run down the bottom, getting pushed by Casey Mears.
That definitely was the first contact you saw was Michael Waltrip into Tony Stewart, but he was getting a big, big push and nowhere to take it.
Well, here it is. Waltrip in the 55, Mears in the 13, Stewart in the 14.
You can see Tony just a little bit late in making that move to get back down. Harvick and Kenseth on the outside had a run, so they were literally going to go by him on both sides.
Watch the two. The championship leader somehow avoided getting really torn up in that.
See, it looked like Martin Truex was going to get through there. Bobby Labonte caught him right at the end.
They waited all day to do it, but it was big when it happened.
Yes, sir.
See, Michael Waltrip just barely catching the left rear quarter panel of Kevin Harvick. Get him involved. Stewart's car upside down on top of Casey Kane's number 5.
And down here, Greg Biffle, Kyle Busch, both of them kind of describing amongst the laugh and probably a big sigh as well. How holding out for
incredible.
Greg Biffle, 5th place right now. What did you see out there coming to the checkered flag?
They're coming to the checkered flag.
Yeah, and you know as a driver, Tony Stewart's leading this race. He's got no help. He tries to make a move that's going to get him some push and help. And you know as a driver, if you make that move, there's a chance that somebody's not going to lift on the last lap, and this is a situation that could happen. It's a product of this type of racing, and every driver knew that's the situation that you could find yourself in.
Just got to go straight, that's all I did. And once I was clear of all the stuff, you know, I kept going.
From Flint Boyer's seat.
Dig hard. Coming to the checker. Dig hard. Dig hard. Dig hard. 4 wide, you're on the bottom. Come. Get it right if you can get it. Get it right if you can get it. Into the checker. If you can get it started, get it started. I see it.
Casey Kane. About to have an unexpected passenger. On the track, Dave. Cars colliding on the back straightaway. Alex Bowman, 23. Tony Stewart, more piling in. Is that Kyle Busch in the inside wall? 18 car all torn up. We're done. J.J. Yaley.
Garage, straight to the garage, straight to the garage.
83 involved, but the big story here, Kyle Busch. Riding around in the back in the safe strategy mode, caught up when trouble happened in front of him, and now Dave Rogers and the Gibbs team have to go into their disaster drill to see what they can salvage out of this day.
Yeah, it's hurt. I mean, the rear clip's knocked off of it.
Flat tire on Ryan Newman's car. Eric Almirola. There's Yaley and Alex Bowman.
This probably comes from just a push that went wrong.
Yeah, it looks like Almirola got into the back of Yaley, just at the wrong little angle and just pushed him in the right side.
And Kyle Busch there in the smoke gets run into from behind, looked like by Austin Dillon, the 3 car. Look, Kyle Busch was going to be fine, but when all the smoke, Austin Dillon not able to slow down and runs into the back of the 18.
Now, was the 43 being pushed by the car behind
Kyle
him?
Busch right
question.
there.
Yep.
He had slowed down and missed it and got run into by the 3 car.
Dave Rogers there walking around the far side of the car, surveying the damage. And the Joe Gibbs team will go to work. Kyle Busch started the race, the highest up in points above that cut line of everybody that didn't have a win. But he's the first one in trouble here at Talladega.
Restart zone, 220 feet. Green flag back in the air. The 4 not going. They wreck behind him. The green flag is out as they cross the start-finish line. Will they throw the caution? Trying to get back up to speed. Caution comes out. Now the question is, who was in front?
Stay in front of them. Stay in front of them.
So right here we see they're under green flag. NASCAR's looking at the track, trying to determine if these cars can drive off. It's very important to see who the leader is when the light comes on.
Caution comes out, and that's how close it is to determine who wins this race. From NASCAR, they are telling us that the 22 was in front, and so Joey Logano will sweep round 2. Unofficially, Joey Logano, the winner at Talladega. 3 consecutive wins in the second round of the chase. Mixed emotions out of the crowd. Riding along with the bat cam, 100 miles an hour on that camera as they go down the back stretch.
Well, there it is.
Hard into the wall, the 41 of Kurt Busch. He'll collect the rest of the field.
The 18's in it, the 48's in it.
The 88 is in it. Just on the front edge, he starts to roll now on the apron. The 32 of Matt DiBenedetto. The 4 of Harvick.
20 of Matt Kenseth.
78, Martin Truex Jr. Brendan Gaughan in the 75. The 17, major damage. You guys mentioned it. Ram Guts and Glory, the big one. When will it happen? It just did.
You never wish it, but there's only so much space on the racetrack, and you can see 2 wide went to 3 wide, went to 4 wide by multiple rows. It just finally ran out of room at the end of the backstretch. We see Kurt Busch climbing out of his car. His day will be over.
And numerous cars parked in the grass. The crowd, you could hear in the background roaring because they saw the 88 get by. Even though he was sideways, he was able to continue on. The crowd appreciating that. Still an opportunity for Dale Earnhardt Jr.
We saw Kyle Busch as well in it. Think about...
Red flag is out up here, so once you get caught up.
You can see the top of the 88 car. That's just the roof flap, the inner flap.
Yeah.
Flap opens. There's a fabric that comes up that creates more drag. That's just come out of the roof flap. That's an easy fix.
Let's look at what took place.
It's like the 78. Was that the 38 perhaps? David Reagan?
Yeah, I think it was a 38. It's like that 78 trying to make it 4 wide. That's the moves we see drivers make. Late in the race, you see right there the 78 trying to get on the outside.
And this is what we talked about all week. Why do the playoff drivers fear Talladega? Because of this. Every one of these drivers, the 18 of Kyle Busch, the 17 of Ricky Stenhouse Jr., the 48 of Jimmy Johnson, you see heavy contact there as well. 4 of Kevin Harvick. They have to be in the middle of this pack. They have to fight for the points. That's why those stages are so important. Think about the points that were gained by Keselowski, Blaney, even Johnson. He got 10 points in over the stages. That's going to take a little of the sting away from this accident, because this has eliminated all of these race cars.
And this is back-to-back weeks for the 18 of Kyle Busch to have a wrecked car.
Big hits.
And think about that. Everyone had Kyle Busch, Martin Truex Jr. automatically in Miami. It was, they're automatically going to be there. They have all those points. Nothing is automatic into the playoffs.
Rolling out the front here, go with that 48. Still bottom. Bottom 3. Keep digging. Try to hold this thing straight. I can't see you this time. Four in front of you, slow up high, slow up high, slow up high. Car up high, car up high, car up high, come through, come through, come through, come through, come through. Outside, caution, outside, outside.
And it's good to have communications with the two when that happens.
You saw how quick it happened for Ricky Stenhouse Jr. There he is on the bottom. Boom, there's somebody, from his car. He knew nothing was happening until the 38 came flying in front of him.
And look at the 11 of Danny Hamlin right in the middle right here. There's cars wrecking on both sides of him, yet he sneaks through the middle as well as the 2 of Brad Keselowski on the bottom of the racetrack.
Kevin Harvick's in it as well. I didn't see Kevin Harvick until just now, but Kevin Harvick is also in this. That was a really late block from Chase Elliott. I think fortunate to get away with that.
How about Alex Bowman in the 88? He gets a shove. He's going to go sideways right in front of the pack. The 48 caught up, and the 9 is caught up. The caution has come out. He got a big shove right into the front of the pack. The 42 of Kyle Larson, he is there. The 11 is caught up. And flames coming out from underneath the 48 of Jimmy Johnson. Alex Bowman up front, blocking, trying to stay up front, got a huge shove, and it sent him down low and then right up in front of the pack.
He's about to take the lead. This 22
it got
pushing
tight.
Hard. 17 goes up there to block it.
Yeah, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. saw that the 38 had some momentum with the 22 pushing. He jumps up in front of that outside line. Now the inside line falls back.
3 forwards and outside line organized to push and help each other.
Oh, and around goes the 22. A hard hit by Joey Logano.
We're in it, guys.
The 41. Logano was running in the 2nd position up there on that outside line.
Left rear tire blew out on the 22 car.
That's how fast things change here.
Suspension. The hood's up. It doesn't look terrible. Bring it to me. We'll get that tape down. Rear bond cut. Get the backing off of it, guys.
Damage to the 41.
That's red 41.
Look at all this
Drive
inside.
off of him. I'll let you know when I
That's
see you
foam
again.
from the door.
Yeah, the left rear tire is trying to destroy. You look down at the bottom of the screen. Left rear tire is blown out and it's ripping away all of the crush panels, starting to tear into the foam that's in the left side door.
And look at the force of that tire. Look at Joey's whole body shaking.
He's trying to get back without doing more damage.
He's using that opening for the air duct to see where he's going. The whole hood is off this car. And you can see the top of the hood is that gray area. I think it took the whole hood pin bar and everything out. I'm not sure. They're going to have to tape this all down.
And you're back to the front. Another hood flap flies off. Oh, around goes the 18. The 42 collects the 17 as well. The 62 upside down. Brendan Gaughan upside down as he went back in front of the pack.
We're wrecked here, guys.
And the big one happens right at the front of the field.
Wow, it's crazy. Brendan Gaughan just flipped around, fortunately landed on his tires.
The 2, major damage.
That is why drivers' heart rates are through the roof on these late race restarts, these racetracks.
Yeah, the bumpers just don't line up as well as they used to with the old COT. But the pushing is just as aggressive as it's ever been and creates those type of situations.
Rick, you were calling the action 2 and 3 wide. The runs were so big, and 3 wide, you can't move. If you want to avoid the run, you're just going to get hit.
Marty.
I just go back to what Kyle Busch told me before the Motor Mouth show last Wednesday. He said, man, I've been wrecked in the front, in the middle, in the back, and he was leading there and got in this accident. Adam Stevens said, hey, we're going to cut everything off this car we can, and Kyle Busch said, dude, I don't think this thing is going to roll straight. So you see them more dissecting what's going on there, and the same thing for Brad Keselowski trying to get to his pit stall, and you see Brendan gone on the backstretch. Man, what a crazy crash, but good to see Brendan walking away from the car.
When you're in these multi-car accidents, even cutting stuff off and rolling around at 40 miles an hour is a lap. That could score you in front of other cars.
Well, let's check out this replay, see exactly how all this came down.
See Kurt pushing Kyle.
It just hooked him. And
look at Brendan gone. Just flipped right over.
It's like the nose of that Chevrolet just can't quite push him straight. It just can't do it.
Yeah, the 17 goes up to side draft. I don't think that affects the 18. It's the one just pushing his brother. It peels the 18 off to the right. It looks a lot like the 24 accident. Look at the 62, a full flip back on its wheels, thank goodness. Instantly stopped the flipping, put the car back in position. But a huge, huge accident.
You wonder, though, if the side force, like right here, if the side force didn't help push the car and roll it off the front bumper, right?
Yeah.
Just the air moved it to the right.
Because he's trying to pull him back.
Yes, and just moved it, and then that helped with that pointed nose of the Chevrolet, the combination of the two.
Oh, this shot right here.
Yeah.
Coming right at you. Look at this 62. It looks like a toy car. It doesn't look real.
3,400 pounds. Remember that. These things are almost 2 tons.
Well, you know, we take off.
Lap 108, you're clear. 108 at the line here.
Oh, we got a crash.
48 goes around. The big one happening. The one's upside down.
Slow, big wreck behind you.
Kurt Busch climbed all over the top of the 41 of Custer. The 2 is around. Playoff contenders involved. Kurt Busch won a week ago. He's safe into the round of 8. Everyone else is still fighting for points and positions. The 62, Brendan Gaughan, his final NASCAR race was taking place, and he has severe damage to that car. You see the one, Kurt Busch got up and on top of the 41 of Cole Custer.
Yeah, I'm good. Tell me the 22 has something to do with that.
You see the AMR safety team on the track.
Oh, Clint Boyer's out of his car. His day is done.
2-car looks unscathed here as he was spinning around, just has some flat tires to get back to pit road to change. Daniel Suarez with heavy right front damage here.
We were just talking about Daniel not knowing what he's going to be doing next year. Brendan Gaughan, that Beard Motorsports, a team that has 1 employee. Beard Motorsports, their only employee is Darren Shaw, the crew chief. Take another look at what happened.
14 car has the 48 car out of control through the tribal and gets into the left rear quarter panel and turns the 48.
Yeah, right there. The 14's pushing the 48. Gets him turning around. Now, off the right. Kurt Busch way up in the air. Fortunately, came down on his tires. There it starts, right there. That trial, we talked about it earlier, that is the worst place. That's where your car has the least amount of grip around this racetrack.
And remember, these race cars are 3,400 pounds flying through the air like toy cars.
Watch him on the front, right there on 3 up, pressure, low, straight, low, come on, straight, hold the brake, nothing's coming. Left, all right, hold the brake right there. We're just gonna have a little bit of damage.
So right there, it starts. It seems like it gets calmed down, but another bit of contact. Now the 48's around into the side of the 1.
And the 1's headed into the outside wall at full speed. Frightening view out the front of that car. As you know, that impact's coming. Anywhere from 30 to 40 G's head on into the fence.
Clint Boyer in stage 1 decided to back out of it. In this stage, he decided to go try to get some points.
And look at there on the right side of the screen,
the
18 car, Kyle Busch trying to avoid the wreck. Slides up into Brandon Gaughan. Jimmy, look at the hands on the wheel. Whoa.
He was turning hard right, and the car was still going left.
Anytime you get pushed in the left rear quarter panel, the way the arrow works on these cars, it just spins the lead car out. More times than not.
A lot of cars involved. There were 11 laps to go in stage 2.
Kyle's trying to miss the 48 as he's coming off the wall and gets a little bit of contact in the right rear tire.
Look at that, how quickly that car.
The contact, the head-on hit into the outside walls is really scary to watch.
Watch this shot.
Bottom 3, there's only 3 or 4 up top. Down, 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 down. Keep coming, keep coming, keep coming. Down, 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 keep coming down. All right, you're all good, yellow's up.
The debris had come off the 48 just before all of this happened. Steve.
Rick, we've seen a bunch of replays. I happened to be listening to the 48 when the accident happened because of that debris. I wanted to hear if they were overheating. He was very frustrated with Clint Boyer. This is what he had to say.
Oh, I'm destroyed, and I just got drove through like 6 times by the 14. The thinking.
Obviously frustrated. You guys pointed it out. We all know the tri-oval is a very difficult place for car handling anyway. I think more the frustration when I look at it again, drivers, like he hit him once, but then either continued with the momentum or didn't realize Jimmy was that far out of shape or thought he had to push anyway, but in the end turned the 48 in a huge accident. Another car gets airborne but comes down on all 4 tires with the one of Kurt Busch. I guess you could call another big one here.
At pass below the double yellow line. Oh, and they're left behind.
Wow.
Caution comes out before they get to the finish line.
Look who's in it.
Once again, Kyle Busch in the 18. The 4 of Kevin Harvick.
Wow.
Look at the damage to that 18. What a day it's been.
We'll have to see if the caution did indeed come out.
They did not get the white flag, we're being told by NASCAR.
So that means they'll try it again.
They throw the caution
and that's the worst case scenario for the 18.
They're going to red flag it, so I guess not. I have no.
All that work to get the points they were going to get.
Yeah, frustrated Kyle Busch. It's been, well, as he's put it, it's been 2020.
What a very frustrating day for Kyle Busch. But you know what? They fought. They kept fighting. Kyle did his part. Team did their part. Kept themselves in the game. That's all you can do in these situations.
The 22, heavy damage.
Let's take a look and see how this happens. Oh, the 18 gets turned sideways by a push from the 8 car. Tyler Reddick.
'19 caught up in it. Martin Truex Jr. And a lot of damage there to that right front.
We've seen it all day, guys. The pushing from behind right there. And remember, Reddick has damage to his nose that may have contributed to it a little bit and how he was able to push the 18. Plus, the 18 had damage as well.
Yeah, the 18 car's got a ton of drag and a damaged tailpiece, and the 8 car damaged nose piece probably doesn't line up all that well.
What you want right here? Top line's going to roll here. Top line's going to roll. 22 in the middle, stalled out. Hey, you guys help me to stay. Coming, keep coming, keep coming. You got by the line, White.
Joe Gibbs Racing cars involved right there, as well as that 4 of Kevin Harvick. Before the white flag was displayed. So that's why we will go overtime again.
Yeah, there's a caution way before they get to the start-finish line. Just you know, all day, guys, it's just aggressive driving, trying to make something happen, pushing helps.
A great charge by Bubba Wallace. Right now, he's involved in the battle for that 6th position, but it's Matt DiBenedetto, and Bubba Wallace hits the wall after making contact with Austin Dillon. Matt Kenseth also in a spin as Bubba Wallace now getting shoved all the way down the exit. Ryan Blaney's car burst into flames just momentarily. Blaney makes contact with Wallace as well.
Austin Dillon bounces off of the safer barrier on the inside wall. Matt Kenseth will put the car in reverse and back up off of the inside retaining wall. Trouble off turn number 4 in front of Dan Hubbard.
Bubba Wallace was mounting a great charge on the outside lane, making it 3 wide for around the 6th position. Somehow he and Austin Dillon, I believe, made contact, and then it was on from there. Wallace slammed the wall with the front of the machine first, then got hit by Ryan Blaney. That is correct. Ryan Blaney shoved him all the way off the exit of turn 4. Other cars involved, and it looks like we're going to set up for another green-white checkered.
Well, Bubba Wallace, you thought for a minute he was going to win. Then you thought he was out of it. Then all of a sudden he was back in it, and now he's out of it. In fact, he has climbed out of his race car.
Hey, Jeff, take a look at the timing and scoring. Tell me who's running second right now.
Denny Hamlin. More on Denny after this. By the way, overtime, it continues. I said a moment ago, 39 cars took the green flag 198 laps ago. Right now, we're kind of counting unofficially. There may be 20 that are still out there, not many of them without damage other than the guy running second. In fact, I'll give the guy running first, Matt DiBenedetto, and Denny Hamlin, as things shuffle up just a little bit. There's only a handful of cars without any damage. We're in overtime, working under the caution flag from Talladega Superspeedway. This is the Motor Racing Network, the voice of NASCAR.
They're all starting to get confident and push each other in the corner. Look at it. Denny upsets the 20 car off of turn 2. All of them jumped out of the throttle when they saw that for a second.
Big wiggle out of Christopher Bell. Oh, up into the wall. Alex Bowman into the wall. Ross Chastain caught up in the 42. The 19 of Mark Truex Jr. also involved.
Try to keep it rolling. Try to keep
the 18, Kyle Busch, also spinning. Right before this happened, the 18, 14 points above the cutoff line.
Nice work today.
The 19, only 2 points above the cutoff line.
Junior, you just talked about the confidence going up with the pushing. It seemed like the runs were coming and there was more contact, and then finally too much contact, and the 48 gets turned down the backstretch. Tyler Reddick involved as well.
We have seen this so many times. Somebody up front getting turned, and right there we saw it again where the guy fighting for the lead in Alex Bowman gets turned into the wall.
Down the backstretch. They all got out of the gas because the 20 got loose off of 2. Then creates a huge gap and a big run. And the 47, I mean, it's the same bump that he did multiple times before. And that time, it just turns the 48 into the outside wall.
The 19 doesn't look like he had contact.
Man.
Big hit for Alex Bowman. That'll put him in a huge hole.
And Ricky's thinking, man, I've been pushing him multiple times just like that.
There's Truex. See, he was trying to get slowed down.
Let's ride on the roof of the 47 car.
1 lap, +1.
See, the minute he made contact, then it shot the 47 to the left, and now he's in the right rear quarter panel. It just slings him off to the right. These guys have nowhere to go. Wonder how much damage is on Truex's car. Kyle Busch. Huge point implications. Here we go right here. Let's ride along on this A-shot camera. I think that Chase Elliott gets into the back of the 47 Stenhouse down the back straightaway and moves him forward before he gets into Alex Bowman right here. And now, I think the Stenhouse is going faster. Boom, right there, and then he hits him. So it was a combination of all of that. They were all bump drafting together. Here you go, a better shot. Watch the 9-car Chase Elliott. Gets in the back of Stenhouse. That moves him forward. Now here comes Stenhouse, almost to the back. Boom, another shot, and there goes the 48 of Bowman. Everybody trying to push each other because it's going to make you go faster. but just the timing of it got off. It's going a little bit quicker than Alex Bowman could handle.
All right, they're connected on the top again. Big one. Crash behind you. Crash behind you.
Talladega Super Speedway aerial coverage brought to you by Geico. And out front, it's Eric Jones. Big wreck back there. That's Harrison Burton in the 21 and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. in the 47. There was a third line forming, and it looks as though guys were indecisive if they were going to jump into it or not.
Yeah, the replay will show, but a car on the third lane up by the wall was the first one to get turned around, kind of mid-pack.
It looked like the 21 of Harrison Burton was sideways turned around.
We were sitting here watching, and coming off of turn 2, that outside line was moving and got past Harrison. He passes them back in turn 3 and 4 and said, you know what, I think I'm going to get in front of that line. They're going somewhere. Does that down the front straightaway, then it looks like he might have got a bad push going into turn number 1 that turned him around.
Well, you showed us those curved bumpers at the start of the race. We'll see if that was the case here, right? Was it a contact on a quarter panel, or was it two bumpers pushing that just weren't aligned? Let's take a look there, guys.
Here we go. The Burton's in this 21 car. He's going to pull up in front of the 47 and say, hey, man, I'm going to join this outside line, guys. I like what you're doing. I'm going to get up here. Let's move forward. There's a push right there that kind of gets him out of control, and he never recovers. I think, you know, he's so out of shape inside the car, he's kind of coming off the gas a little bit. At least the car looks like it's slowing down tremendously as he's trying to gather control from that push he gets from Stenhouse.
You said it, Junior, before the race. Almost all the wrecks right there, that's where it starts. Almost all of these wrecks start from being pushed.
Joe Logano also involved in this in the 22. You see right there, had some damage. Kim.
And he didn't think the damage was too bad when he came on the radio, but he was on the radio about 5 laps before that asking when he could get out of the scrum. He did not feel safe with how aggressively guys were racing in that third line coming in. So he saw what was coming. Unfortunately, couldn't get out in quick enough time. You see them right now working on the left side of that car. Very minor damage, though, for Joey Logano.
Listen into Ricky Stenhouse Jr.'s audio.
Finally had it rolling, and he just pulled up and couldn't handle our push there. Yeah, I know. People have no momentum to pull right up in front of the train.
Yeah, I kind of disagree with that. I mean, anybody that pulls in front of the line, yes, they don't have momentum, but it's your role as the guy that's going to push that car to now help him get that momentum going. And the first time you hit him needs to be a little conservative. And you need to start working throughout the next lap to try to get that new lead car up to speed.
Straight. Come back down the track, coming back down the track. Low, walking down, straight. Back left. Turn it left. We got some damage, guys, right in front.
We're going to have guys pulling up in front of, lines all day long, and it's going to be important for that car that is going to make that push to be able to push carefully, conservatively.
Caution 2 has come out here at Talladega. Quite a few cars caught up in this one.
Get clear. As soon as he's clear, the 4 is going to go to the inside.
Oh, we got a wreck in the back.
Got a big crash.
They're sliding behind as it went across the start-finish line. The caution has come out. Keselowski's involved in it. You see him hit the inside wall. Big damage, it looks like, to Austin Dillon. In the 3, Brad Keselowski, playoff driver. There's the 3 of Dillon. Keselowski now below the cut line. Ty Gibbs also involved in the 54.
And big damage on the nose of that car as he climbs out the 42.
Carson Hocevar.
Yep. All these cars, a lot of nose damage.
Flat. I can't drive it.
The AMR safety crew out attending to all of these drivers. We saw Ty Gibbs walking there outside of the car. Here's Austin Dillon climbing out of the 3. Again, while it was crazy up front,
I was wondering if Brad could get that car moving, but he's got a lot of flat tires. Looks like a bent toe link on that left rear.
Yeah, the whole back end is busted off as far as the body work. Let's take a look at what happens. Carson Hocevar on the outside line.
Getting a push from Brad Keselowski here through the tri-oval. And it just turns that 42 sideways. Oh, man, massive, massive impact for the outside wall, the 54 and the 3. The 3 somewhat lessened a little bit of that blow when he collects the 6 as well, but hard hit for the 54.
Right along with Busher.
So top 3, check. Left if you can. Left. Come down straight. Just brake. Push him straight forward. All right, you're clear straight forward. They're still wrecking up.
You know, we talk about pushing and how important it is, but Brad Keselowski has caused a lot of wrecks on these races with this car by pushing. He has been very aggressive, and once again, just pushing a little too hard at the wrong time. Car got in the air there briefly. Not good to see. A good thing it did come back down, but that is a difficult place to push someone. In the tri-oval, the car that you're pushing is very light. It's not planted in the ground. Look at that. Good thing those flaps got up in the air and got the car back down. It's like when the right front tire on that car blew or something, it allowed the pressure coming out of that tire and the wind coming underneath the rockers all to collectively lift the car off the ground. It's a very lucky situation for Brad.
See the cars that were involved. They're side by side through the tri-oval. Blaney, Harvick, Blaney, Harvick. They spin behind him. It's going to be Blaney. Yes! Blaney gets the win at Talladega.
And look at that. Look at the speed of the pack. Here we go. Cindric's gone. So too is Logano. Harrison Burton's in there. LaJoy.
The whole field.
My goodness.
Something stacked everybody up on the front 2 rows. The pushes got, something happened to slow them down. Look at this mess.
With 5 to go, we got this far.
Logano's in it.
As a car, Logano went pretty early. Here's Gilliland trying to get back to it. It was Austin Cindric that was going down the backstretch facing the wrong way. LaJoy went off track, now he rejoins. Here's an interesting way to return to pit lane from
Reddick after the disappointment of Kansas. Bowman, a great run in the playoffs. He gets back to pit road to the service of his crew. The rest of this mess has to be untangled.
So 2 of the key playoff players who got through that, Kyle Larson and William Byron.
Briscoe, that's, all right, here it is. We were looking at the back of the pack. I knew something happened at the front to get everybody stacked up. Watch the bottom row. Right there. The 2 got so far out in front of the 6, and then with all the pushing and shoving, when he got to the 2 car, he was going so fast. Right here, boom, and around he goes.
He got there, and he was also kind of moving from right to left. He wasn't, you know, it happened so quick.
Look at the push. But this is what I saw.
That's
the pushing,
right.
And the 22 was getting pushed by the 21.
Right.
The 21 was getting pushed by the car behind him. It all happened, Dick, because the 2 got out so far. And that got mixed up when they passed the lap car of Gilliland. Yeah. That changed the energy of the pack.
That was a big hit to the left side of the 47. Unbelievable. The 47 was able to keep it straight. If we watch that again, watch this 2 car right here. Gets pushed, bang, right off the 47. Stenhouse is able to keep it straight.
Look at the 9, Chase Elliott, big impact. What are you talking about? A big wreck with big ramifications for the playoffs. I mean, Austin Cindric's essentially leading this race, and if he wins it, he's advancing to the next round, and here he is, crashed.
Kyle, it's not the big one, but it's big enough to affect multiple cars and teams and a playoff driver in Chase Elliott. That's AJ Allmendinger. He had rocketed from 35th to the lead Justin Haley was one of those constants at the front in the lead pack. Damaged car, damage for Allmendinger, damage for Elliott. Coming to the final 8 laps of the first stage. And it all broke loose on the back stretch heading to 3. That's AJ Allmendinger's car. AJ out of the car. And the AMR safety team and track workers there to assist him. And AJ Allmendinger up on his feet. So AJ's in that 16. Gregson's up above him. And it was Jones into Gregson, Allmendinger, and there's more contact to come.
Yeah, I think we talked about this a lot. It was time to go. Big push from the 43 to the back of the 4. Just turns the 4. Turns him around to the left, catches the 16, who goes up and makes a really big impact. Look at the front of the field right here. 2 big hits. The 16, oh, that 7 as well. So many big hits into that safer barrier.
It's 2 very common wrecks at Daytona and Talladega. This is one of them. Eric Jones pushing the 4 car, trying to propel him forward. It just did not get it timed up right on corner entry. And around he goes.
Here's the view from Austin Dillon.
Nothing you can do. He got as far left as he could, and they just wrecked down in front of him. On board with Chase Elliott. Every playoff driver's fear right there. You're in line doing nothing wrong. The wreck happens and you're in the middle of the storm.
And he got really good information from his spotter. He lifted. You could hear him lift. The spotter saw that. He lifted, doing everything he could, but everybody trying to avoid this, they just collect behind it. That's what's so frustrating from a driver's standpoint here, is you really are a victim of other people's mistakes at a higher rate here than other places.